right, Manny.
Hey, Manny.
How are you?
Hello, and a big congrats on Reacher now in its third season, and it's still as fun and exciting as ever. I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
man.
Thanks so much.
Oh, you're so
Life
welcome.
in Palm Springs, man. You're doing good, man.
Yes, thank you. It's great right now because the weather is a little better, but not in the
Beautiful.
summer.
Sure.
Beautiful.
But let's begin with you, Mr. Anthony. What got you interested to join the cast as our mysterious rug importer Zachary Beck, who owns Bizarre Bazaar?
Thank you. Well, my rep of teams and associates they brought the project to me, my agents and managers. And what happened was I then took a meeting with Nick, and we had a great Zoom call. And I just want to get a sense of his goals and objectives for the season and where the character was at. And then I had the material, and then after that, I did a screen test, and I guess it was circulated around at Skydance and Amazon, and thank God I got the job. I'm just grateful for it. We had a great experience.
Oh, and if you're mysterious, then Brian T here is doubly mysterious. Talk to us about your character, Mr. Brian, Reacher's former nemesis, Francis Xavier Quinn.
Yeah, Quinn is a nemesis from his past, from 10 years prior, that comes back to haunt him. And what we love about this season is that there's multiple mysteries happening all at the same time. And I don't think in years past, Reacher has had this type of kind of bad guy nemesis foe where you have, the big brooding brawn, but then also the very smart and intellectual. And it's a bunch of chess pieces that I think the audiences love when watching Reacher because they're trying to figure out as Reacher is trying to figure out and all along for the ride.
Oh, and you know what? I'm saving the best for last. Jack Reacher finally meets his match. The
Thank
seventh
you.
Dutch actor Olivier Richters, aka Paulie. Talk to us about your character, Paulie.
Yeah, I read the book first, and the first sentence is "freak of nature," and like, oh, nice nickname. And later they call him he's made in a lab. It's also a sentence. So it was super cool to portray him. I think I haven't read all the books, but I might imagine that this is the biggest physical foe he ever has. But I love that they also brought a background to this character. They tell where he's from, why he went bad, and that there are scenes that build up the tension, and that's usually not what giants get. It's like they come into a movie, they do their trick, and they go out. And I'm so thankful that Nick Santora wrote the script with other people, with Paulie being more than that.
Oh, now, Mr. Anthony, give us a tease. How does your character arc evolve this season? What can we expect?
Well, it's interesting. On the surface, he's this rug exporter with the company, and then we see that as the story progresses, that he's part of this big criminal network that obviously Brian is really the capo of. And so, there's a lot of levels to it. There's a lot of deception. There's a lot of twists. So you don't want to get the audience anticipating too much. So I think Nick and the writing staff did a great job adapting the book. And so we had great material to work with. So you just follow that, and had a great work experience with everybody. It was a great crew to work with.
These are all based on the seventh book of the series, isn't it?
Persuader, right.
Yeah, The Persuader, that's right.
Right.
Now, Reacher Season 3 is streaming on Prime Video on the 20th. Brian, what do you hope for viewers to get after watching the season?
I think it's bigger. I think it's badder. I think it's more smart and intellectual. But I think to what Mike was saying, I think he's really leveled the playing field for Reacher. This is a nemesis or the bad guy foe that he's never come across before. I think both with his mind and his body, and he's going to be tested to the limits. But what else is great, I think, about this season in particular, it's very grounded, right? I think especially with Mike's character, Mr. Beck, he's a push-pull situation within himself, and there's so much heart to it as well that I think audiences get it all wrapped up in a bow, and especially in this season.
I totally agree. I'm so sorry, Mr. Olivier, the Dutch giant. I'm running out of time, but a big congrats on Reacher again. And this season is its best season yet. I enjoyed
Manny,
it.
thank you for all the
Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Good luck.
Thank you, Manny.
God bless. You got the best smile in Palm Springs. Look at you.
Oh, thank you.